this rabbit, and it's called Zootopia. And this fox was really mean. It was like pretending to be nice, but then the bunny said anyone can be anything. So that's how Devi started her business.
Hi Junior Gladiators, and welcome back to another episode. Today I'm really excited to bring two beautiful young ladies onto the show. They are Devi and Mira. They have taken Dubai by storm by their amazing business, which is called Bobrockz. They are only 7 and 9. They are the youngest entrepreneurs that I've ever spoken to. So without further ado, let's head over to the beautiful girls and hear all about their story. Welcome, girls.
Thank you. Thank you.
It's very, very good to have you here.
It's good for us to be here too.
It's my pleasure. I've been waiting to see you girls for months and months now, but you've been really busy. So thank you for coming in today. And I know you brought lots and lots of delicious cookies for us, which we'll try after we've had this chat. Okay?
Yeah.
So let's just start off. You own a business.
Yes, I do.
And your business is called Bobrockz.
Yes.
So when did you start the business and why?
So I started the business when I was 4 years old. I had gluten intolerances and dairy intolerance. So when we used to go to the supermarket, we couldn't find any food that could suit me or my sister, but my sister wasn't born yet. But stuff that we could find that was dairy and gluten-free had a lot of gums and starches. So then my mommy started baking cookies for me, and then when I was 5, I started joining her. And then I got into school, and then there was a winter fair. So then I thought I wanted to sell my cookies in the winter fair. So a lot of people liked my cookies, and then I went to Right Market. And then from Right Market, I made a home video to send to Spinneys, and then I got into Spinneys. The Spinneys meeting where they asked me questions, and then I won out of a lot of people.
And how old were you when you did the Spinneys competition?
7.
Only 7. Gosh, that's so young. So let's go back a little bit. Before you got to Spinneys and you first started selling the cookies at school, what did friends say to you when they tasted the cookies the first time?
The first time they kept on coming, and then like in 2023 or 2022 I came again, but I left that school. But then when I was in there, my friends, they got a cookie and they kept on doing it, and some of my friends, they didn't have any money left, so they were eating from the tasting box.
Oh wow, that's amazing. So they must have been super yummy. And then tell me about the competition with Spinneys. Like how did that come about? So you were selling your cookies at the fair, and then suddenly there's this big national competition for Spinneys. How did you decide to enter that, and what happened?
So I decided that in Right Market, my cookies have been selling out really fast. So then I made a home video, and then I got in out of 500 people. I don't know. And then 15 people. Then out of 15, 5 got selected to go in Spinneys, and I was 7, and my sister was eating cookies because she didn't practice a lot and she didn't know. So then I gave the presentation all by myself. My mommy and daddy was standing, and then my sister was eating the cookies and telling them how good it was, and then we got in.
Amazing. How many people were there when you had to do that presentation?
So the people who did the home videos, 500, I don't know, but the people who were participating, 20 or 15, I don't know.
And then when you were doing the presentation, so you're standing at the front,
Yes.
and then the people that are judging you, they're sitting in front of you.
Yeah, in front of.
That's a big thing. And didn't they ask you if you wanted Mummy to be with you at the presentation?
Yes, I think they asked me, but I said I'm fine. So
And you did it all by yourself at age 7. Goodness me. And how did you feel when you realised that you'd won the competition?
So at home, I was eating my food and we were watching our favorite TV show. And then my mommy came up and she told us we got in, and then we spoke to them. And then we got in, and then we were so happy. Before we got in, my mommy said, even though you don't get in, it's good that you tried, but then we got it and we were so happy.
Of course. So do you remember celebrating?
Yes, me and Mira got to pick out a toy.
What did you get? Which toy did you get?
I got, since I was 7, you really like dolls, so I got a big LOL doll. So you know, I don't really remember because I was so small. So I kind of, forgot because I was so small and tiny.
But I bet it was still a very special moment for you, right? So Mira, you're only 7. What is your role in your business in Bobrockz? What do you do?
My role is to be, so I'm the COO. So
and what does that mean?
I need to bake the cookies, and my sister will look at the cookies and expect it because she's the CEO.
Okay, so that's a very important job, isn't it? COO.
So right now we don't bake the cookies, we have a manufacturing unit. So Mira's job is to help me with designing and stuff because I'm really good at making logos, and I made the logo because I drew the logo. And then I'm the CEO and founder, and she's the COO and second founder. So,
amazing.
Yeah.
That's a big title for just a little 7-year-old, isn't it? And Mira, where does the name Bobrockz come from?
So our home names were called Bobby and Rocky. My sister's name was Bobby, and my name was Rocky. So when it's all combined together, it's called Bobrockz.
And whose idea was that?
So I thought, me and my mommy were looking at name ideas. So I was like, Mommy, wait. Instead, we were going to do Devi and Mira first, but I was like, Mommy, how about we do Bobby and Rocky? Because everybody, they don't call Mira, they call her Rocky or Rockana. And they call me Devi and sometimes Bobby. So then I thought maybe we should combine our home names and make something Bobrockz. We didn't say Bobrockz first, we were looking at it. So out of 50 names, we chose Bobrockz.
50 names? Gosh.
15.
Oh, 15.
And we thought Bobrockz would be a really nice name.
And it is, isn't it? It sounds really cool, and it rolls off the tongue really easily. Bobrockz, I love that name. And what have you been doing so far in terms of getting the product? I know you've got it into Spinneys already, but there's other things that you've done as well. It's not just Spinneys. So where else can we find Bobrockz?
So you can find Bobrockz on Kidpreneurs and InstaShop maybe, I don't really know. But mostly Kidpreneurs, yes.
Kidpreneurs is a new one. You got that contract recently, didn't you?
Yes, and Spinneys.
Congratulations, girls. That's exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, and you can also listen to us on Chris Fade and Dubai Eye.
Yeah, I've seen those 2 interviews. They were amazing. Chris Fade's funny, isn't he? Yeah, he's got a lot of humour. And what do you want to do moving forward? So now you've got Spinneys, you've got also Waitrose, you've got Kidpreneurs. What's your vision for Bobrockz?
So right now we're in the middle of moving countries. We're going to Australia, but we're going to be coming back after a few months.
Okay.
So right now our manufacturing unit is doing the most, and my mommy goes to inspect them and she does photos and I can see. So then we do that, and then it goes into Spinneys. But right now what I'm trying to achieve is for Bobrockz to go in a few different countries than Dubai and Sharjah.
And what about Australia? Do you want to take it to Australia?
Yes, but we're working on Australia, but any country other than UAE would be really nice.
Amazing, girls. It's incredible. You're very cute, Mira, sitting over there very quiet. I know your little brain's working, isn't it, overtime? You're thinking all the time, thinking of ideas, yeah? How do you feel being a business owner? Because most people, they don't get into business until later on. Maybe they finish university, maybe they work for a few years and then they go into business. So you girls are the youngest entrepreneurs that I've ever met. I said that to you before. The youngest entrepreneur that I met before you was 10, and he was running, or is running, his own business, but you're much younger. How does it feel being a business owner at such a young age?
It feels like I am floating in the sky.
Wow, so you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Why? What do you enjoy about it?
That I can like see a lot of stuff eating my cookies, like see a lot of people eating my cookies while I'm flying.
It feels special when you see people buying something that you've created, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And what about you, Devi? What do you
When
enjoy?
I see my cookies and Spinneys Gibson and online, I get really, really, really happy because I can see my product there. And me and Mira's face is on the back, and I look at my face and I'm like, I'm in a store where like a lot of famous brands are, and I get really happy and stoked.
And that makes you feel, I guess, more excited to keep going as well, doesn't it, when you see that? That's called motivation. Yeah, it keeps you motivated.
I have a message to every kid entrepreneur who wants to start their own business, that never give up, and no matter how old you are, you should never judge your age. You should judge your creativity.
That's beautiful advice. Very, very wise words. Because I think most people, when they're young, they think in their mind, I'm too young to start a business. Yeah. Age seems to be a barrier with lots of young people.
And with adults who aren't very, are really nice, they say, oh, you're too young to start a business. And I think that doesn't motivate the kids to start their own business.
I agree with you.
So, I know how Devi got the confidence to make her own cookies.
And how is that?
There was this movie, there's this rabbit, and it's called Zootopia, and this fox was really mean. It was like pretending to be nice, but then the bunny said anyone can be anything, so that's how Devi started her business.
Wow, so that's quite inspirational, and it came from a cartoon.
Yeah.
So what did that phrase do? How did that get you motivated?
So me and my mommy were watching the movie, and my sister was in my mommy's tummy. So then we were watching the movie, and I was like, Mommy, I want to bake my own cookies. And my mommy, being her, she said, of course. And then we from 4 years ago we started it, now 5 because it's 2024, and from them I got so much motivated from all of you guys trying our cookies and buying it, and now we're here giving an interview.
Amazing. What do you think has been, if you were to say, okay, my biggest lesson in, you've been in business now for 4 years, which is a long time to be in business, especially when you're so young. So 4 years of being in business, what do you think has been your biggest lesson so far?
Our biggest lesson? Never give up.
Never give up.
No matter how hard it is, you should never give up.
Very good advice. And what about you, Mira? What's your biggest lesson, do you think?
The same thing what my sister said.
Do you think lots of people, when they find things difficult, they give up?
Some people actually they do because they don't have enough motivation of adults, because some kids they rely on adults more than themselves because they think adults are more superior than them, and that's wrong. Adults are the same as kids. They're all humans, and it's not about the age.
Do you know what I think? I think kids are even smarter than adults.
I correct my mommy a lot sometimes.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think with children, when we become an adult, we're always trying to be like children. We try to live in the now, we try to not be stressed, we try to be calm, we try to play more. But you guys already do that all the time.
I would like to say something because my family is listening outside, and I just want to tell them I'm giving a big shout out to my mommy and my daddy and my cousin Kanchi because they helped me a lot through this journey, and also my cousin Ibadita.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It helped me a lot, and that's what got me very motivated, and it made me feel happy inside, so then I kept on going.
So it's important to have that nice support network around. Yeah. That's really good advice, because one of the things that we say to entrepreneurs when they want to start their own business is make sure you have a really good, we call it a tribe, make sure you have a really good tribe or a really good community around you who can help you to keep going. Because it's difficult being an entrepreneur, isn't it? There's lots of challenges involved. What kind of things do you think about when say you're going to sleep at night and you're thinking about your business? What ideas are running through your mind?
So normally I think that to get my business better, what do I do? So that's what I think.
So thinking about overcoming problems and things that
So normally I have fun dreams, and normally I have dreams to think about, like schedule and everything. So yeah,
You're very wise for a 9-year-old. Very wise. Where do you think that wisdom comes from?
Where my wisdom comes from? I don't really know. I just think what's in my head and I say it. I got it from my father.
You got it from your father? Why? Why do you think you got it from your father?
Because he's very wise.
So he was very wise. So did he teach you lots of things?
Kind of, yeah.
And that stayed with you?
Yeah, that stayed with me. I actually, my friends are helping me a lot. Can I say their names?
Of course you can.
Okay, so one of their names is Aiden and one of their names is Troy. In the winter fair, they helped us raise a lot of money and they helped us.
That's nice.
So
are they friends from school?
They're not friends. We're going to go to their school. We're giving a big shout out to them.
That's very nice. So they gave you ideas and they gave you support.
Yeah.
That's important when you're in a business. You need lots of people around you who can help you.
And they've gone through a lot of same stuff that we did, so yeah.
So they understand you?
Yeah.
Aww. Mira, what would you like to say to anybody out there who wants to start their own business? So if they came to you and said, Mira, I want to start a business, but I feel that maybe I'm a little bit scared or I feel too young, what advice would you give to them?
I would say anyone could be anything.
Very good.
Go ahead.
Very good. And what if they said, oh, but I'm not sure? What advice would you give them?
Then I say that if you try harder, then you will win.
Very good. So if you put the effort in, and here's the thing, sometimes we don't always win straight away. I know in your business you had lots of times when things were difficult, right? It wasn't always all win. When you face a difficulty, how did you overcome that? How did you go past that?
My mommy always says, losing can help you win. But whenever I lose or I haven't lost in anything. I have lost in some stuff, but if I lose in something in the future, it's not my fault. I just need to try better next time.
Good for you. You know, my son said the word fail, F-A-I-L, stands for first attempt in learning. So if we look at fail, we say, oh, wow, that's amazing. I failed at something. Therefore, I can learn from that and I can do better next time, just like you said. So it's okay to fail, isn't it? It's good to fail, because if we don't fail, then we never learn, right?
Yeah.
And how do you, Mira, how do you feel when things don't go your way, and how do you keep going to get past that?
I'm learning whatever I lost, and I'm helping myself trying to win. So when I think of anything which gone wrong, I correct that.
Very good. So you look at what you did, you realised it wasn't the way you wanted, and then you change it.
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's a very, very good skill to have. What other hobbies have you girls got? Aside from Bobrockz, what else do you enjoy doing aside from your business?
Coloring.
Coloring?
I really, really like drawing. I'm a really good drawer. I like going to winter fairs and selling, because when I get money, I get really happy.
What do you do with the money that you make?
Me and my friends go to the mall and buy some stuff.
Okay.
Sometimes we, if we get enough money to get our stuff, which we really wanted from the shops, I already got a little tiny ducky, which was crocheted, handmade, and this little tiny ring.
That's nice. Do you still have those?
Yeah.
And it's nice to treat yourself when you've worked hard and you've earned the money, isn't it? To get yourself something special. Also, that can remind you that I worked really hard and then I was able to get this. That's also a motivator, isn't it? You girls are amazing. I think you're very, very inspirational to lots of young people out there that also want to start a business but might feel that they're too young. And you're showing that age is just a number and it doesn't matter how old you are. Yeah?
It doesn't matter at all.
You're
if
amazing.
You're, for example, you're 2, 3, 4, however age you are, but even if you're like old, you can do whatever your mind tells you to do. Even if you're like, what 99? If you're alive, you can do whatever you want to do.
Beautiful. Girls, thank you so much for joining us today.
You're welcome.
You really are very inspirational. I've loved our little chat. I can't wait to see where Bobrockz goes. I'm looking forward to seeing your journey. And here's the thing. I think now that you've got Bobrockz, I see you girls having lots of businesses. I don't think this will be your first, and it certainly will not be your last.
Actually, we're trying to start a new business.
Oh, okay.
My mommy has been looking at business ideas. So she might be starting her own business, and we might be starting a new business.
And what is that? Are you ready to
So
share that, or is it still secret?
Yeah, I can tell you. It's not like fully said yet, but like she wants to make alcohol and coffee together, and
Okay.
she's trying to work on that. Me and Mira were thinking to make a clothing brand. So this is one of our demonstrations.
Very nice. I love those. I can see myself rocking a Bobrockz jumper as well. Did you make those? Design them yourself?
Yes, we actually drew a picture and then we gave it to the guy who makes it, and then he made it.
Do you know, I could be your first customer for this business because I need some t-shirts making for Junior Gladiators. So why don't I be your first customer? Maybe in your new branding business.
We're also making pouches and a lot of stuff, like school bag pouches, because school is starting soon. So yeah, for us too.
So you're thinking of new ideas all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's your input with that, Mira? What do you want to make?
I want to really make like Bobrockz themed swimming goggles because I love to do swimming.
Ah, that's a great idea. And then people can do swimming, and then when they're tired from swimming, they can have Bobrockz cookies.
Yes.
So they could be fully branded in Bobrockz.
Mm-hmm.
I like the idea. Well, I'll buy some of your goggles when they're ready, because my kids like swimming too. So I can be your first customer. How about that?
Yeah.
Girls, you're amazing. Now, if anybody wants to find you and they want to follow your story and see what you're doing in the business, how do they reach out to you?
Reach out to us. They can message us on Instagram. My mommy gets a lot of people from Instagram DMs.
Great. And what's the Instagram name?
Bobrockz cookies.
Okay, and we'll put that underneath the video at the end as well.
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure to
It's
meet
been
you
a pleasure
girls.
for us too.
I am so happy that I finally got to meet you, and thank you for coming in to answer my questions.
Thank you.
It's really a pleasure, and I can't wait to see where your brand goes to. And I'm probably one of your biggest supporters. Girls, you're incredible. Keep being amazing and keep thinking really big. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.